Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. Just kidding. This is Devin Siebold. This is Crying in My Car, a podcast for teachers, a video episode only on Facebook. Just kidding. I'm going to separate the audio out. I'll probably put it on the podcast online. But hey, why not watch me here? Because guess what? You got nothing else to do. This is what we're doing. It's crazy. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to the podcast that do. Those of you that don't, Crying in My Car podcast for teachers, quite possibly the best teacher podcast ever made. It is like number one in all the countries, all of them, even Antarctica. I'm making that up. Look, it's really, really awesome. I put a lot of work into it. Mike puts a lot of work into it. You can find us online. We got a ton of episodes. We're almost at episode 100. We're going to do a big shindig for that. Can't thank you guys enough. Patreon.com/cryinginmycar if you want to become a supporter and get a free bonus episode each and every week. Now, what I want to talk about today, I do want to do a regular episode, but also I want to give you guys some cool insight. On Saturday, I'm doing something a little different. I know there's a lot of comics out there that are doing stand-up comedy, and I think stand-up comedy is cool, but you don't have an audience and the laugh track, and there's weird things. I don't know if you watched WrestleMania, but people wrestling without an audience, comedy without an audience, no laughs and applause. Well, that's every time some of these comics perform, but I prefer the laughter. Therefore, I am doing something a little bit different. I'm not going to do necessarily stand-up comedy. I will have some comedy in there, a little bit of a routine or something like that. You'll see what I got cooking up. But I want to do a Saturday night classroom, an SNC. Instead of SNL, we're going to do a Saturday night classroom. So this Saturday night, be sure to tune in. I'm going to set up an event page right here on Facebook. Subscribe to that so you'll be notified exactly when I'm going to go live. If you haven't put me already on your notifications, please do, because you're going to want to watch this. It's going to be different. It's going to be a little unique. Something I've kind of been working on behind the scenes, putting together. As you notice, I haven't been posting a lot. That's because I've been writing a lot. I've been putting together some cool stuff. Not only that, I got an awesome video that I think is going to be coming out shortly for board teachers that's exclusive just to them. So you're going to want to follow them over on Facebook as well. I know I have been utilizing my lockdown time just immaculately. I can't think of a more interesting day-to-day experience than I have had, because right now I am at the point in my life where I am watching videos on YouTube of white nerds that know how to speak Mandarin and are walking into nail salons and walking into Chinese food places in Chinatown and walking around knowing full well what everybody's saying around them, and then they start speaking in Chinese to them or speaking in Mandarin to these people, and their reactions of them going, oh my gosh, the whole time they've known exactly what I've been saying. If you haven't gone down that YouTube rabbit hole, just do it. Just do it, just a little bit, because there's a lot of the videos on there, but the ones that like them ordering takeout and stuff at these restaurants, or the guy getting a pedicure or a manicure, I don't know, he's getting cured of something. I don't know which one's which, but his hands are the ones getting the cure, and he's listening to them talk crap. Oh God, it's everything you've ever wanted. As students, if you're watching this, just so you know, there's no better argument to learning another language than the simple fact that you can listen in to people talking crap about you, and then you can just zoom right in and let them know that you heard everything. And that moment by itself is worth every single ounce of effort that you put into learning that language. Learn something obscure. Because the more obscure, the more likely they are to talk crap. Spanish, you don't really hear a lot of crap talking as much because they assume somebody around them probably knows Spanish. Just learn, I don't know, Russian. The Russians, they got to be talking crap. So just learn it, then zero in on what the little conversation, chime in, and ruin everybody's day. It's great. That's what I suggest anyways. All right. Let's go into this edition of Teachers in the News. Not touching kids. We don't like that. No, this is just Teachers in the News. Here we are, teachers. I have some interesting opinions today in the teacher world of what I found online, but one of them is sure to set off a fiery debate because Governor Northam of Virginia has already set aside plans to delay teacher raises. Teacher raises are going to be delayed. State workers are going to have their raises delayed, which, by the way, delayed means wiped entirely from the board. There's no delay in this. It's just done. We've been here before. We remember the crash in 2007, 2008. Promises, and then nothing, and freezes, and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, their checks go up. The government, higher ups are all making their money, probably expanding their workforce, $40,000 office renovations. Who knows? But regardless, we're not going to get the money. At the bottom of the totem pole, that always happens. Anytime there's something economically that affects us, teachers are the first ones to go. These are things that have been discussed and already agreed upon. They just haven't been voted on yet. Out the window. Also, by the way, they are going to no longer freeze in-state tuition. So they were planning on freezing in-state tuition. Apparently, that's something they've said, you know what, let's go ahead and back down a little bit from that. Why? Probably just to make more money off the kids that are trying to go to college now. Hey, if you got the money to pay for college, you can get the loan. Here you go. So anyways, by the way, the states will probably get a massive funding package from the federal government. FEMA will probably pay for all this. SBA is going to step in. Everybody's going to be saved except for the damn teachers. Always happens. And that is one bit of news that is not entirely unexpected, but is very unfortunate that it is already being talked about. Now, good news over in England, there where the coronavirus is definitely rampant. They're in the top 4. We're USA number 1. Anyways, coronavirus, there's a teacher that is delivering lunches, dozens of lunches. He is delivering them on his giant back. He's got a giant backpack that he's walking the streets up to 5 miles, dropping off lunches to children. What a worker. That's so awesome that he can just go door to door spreading coronavirus. Just kidding. Cool thing for him to do, but he's delivering lunches to the kids. What a cool teacher. Shout out to this guy. His name is Zane Powles. If you know him, Powles, if you know him, just tell him, hey, awesome job, man. Walking 5 miles I'd walk 5 miles to get a lunch, not to deliver a lunch. If it's good enough, I don't know, KFC or something. By the way, anytime I read an article about the UK, I already know it's the UK without ever, just by the names of the things. It's teachers from Grimsby. That's not a damn Harry Potter world. I don't know what is. And the teacher's name is Zane. What is? I'm gonna legally change my child's name to Zane just because it's so freaking awesome. From the Western Primary School in Grimsby. That wasn't bad. That was pretty impressive, actually. I'll give myself some credit for that one. Also, parents are expressing some delight. And it's a little nerve-wracking because I don't know what it means for teachers, but we're seeing a lot of parents that are becoming attracted to online learning now because it seems that their child, according to them, is thriving in this new environment. I wouldn't say that. I'd say probably adjusting to the new environment. To say thriving, you're missing out on a lot of other stuff. They may be thriving on getting that one online worksheet done. They may be thriving on wanting to see their friends on Zoom, but that's because they're also deprived of a lot of other things. I tell you right now, if I don't get to go outside for 12 hours a day, I don't get to go see my friends, I don't get to hang out, at school. The second that somebody says, hey, do you want to Zoom with your buddies and listen to the teacher? I'm going to say, hell yeah, because this is different. This is a change up for me. But parents are saying, the kids is loving it. Everything's going great. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just don't understand that. I think that's a dangerous call to say that maybe this is the direction we need to head in terms of online classes, because there's just so many kids that can get lost in online classes, that are that one kid in the corner of the Zoom classroom. There's that one kid that is too hesitant to speak up, that would normally see you after class, and now they got to take the extra time out to email, and they go, you know what, I'm not going to email. It's no big deal. But there's things, visual cues that teachers pick up on. There's friendships and camaraderie and environment that all adds to a giant melting pot mixing bowl of life that we're able to give these kids in school. Online, I don't know that you're going to get that type of quality out of a good quality education online. I think that there will be lost interest. I think there will be lost motivation. You're not setting time aside. 1 minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut this back a little bit today, and we'll get right back at it tomorrow. And the next day, you know what, we did it in 20 minutes yesterday, so we'll just do 20 minutes today. Oh, well, we only got 15 minutes. Let's knock it out in 15 minutes. And before you know it, the education's gone. And I don't know. I don't think that's the way to go, but parents are starting to question it, apparently. And who knows, maybe there'll be a lot more kids taking online classes here in the near future. I don't know. I don't know where that's going to go. But also, do not forget, it is that time of year. Teacher Appreciation is coming up. I think it's actually next week. Don't quote me on that. But oh man, how I miss being in school for Teacher Appreciation, so I can get that lovely pat on the back, thumbs up, high five, and another pin in my mailbox, and possibly even a bowl of Rice Krispies in the morning from the Horace Mann and their damn financial planning. I don't know. I don't miss it. I don't miss it. In elementary school, it's probably a little different. The kids are a little bit more attached. It's a neat thing. They got one teacher, really, and so they buy a little gift for them. That's neat. I've gotten some gifts. I've gotten a mug. I've gotten a cool keychain. I've gotten some neat things. I gift cards and stuff like that over the years. I found a website. It says 50 teacher gifts for the teacher in your life that is wanting to be appreciated, and it says I don't know, starts off with a sticker, a $5 sticker from Etsy, which, by the way, stickers aren't that bad, by the way. Crying in My Car stickers, I got like 5 left. There are links on my page somewhere. So stickers are a good thing if you want, just not this sticker, my sticker. Anyways, future of the world is in my classroom today. Oh, touch my heart. A book out there, What Teachers Make a Difference. A laminator. Hey, that's not bad. $22 for a laminator. That's amazing. I didn't know they were only $22. Might be something to get. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the laminator is $22. Who knows how much the laminate costs? A lovely book of internet address and password logbook, a little black book. That's a great gift for a teacher, so they can write all their internet passwords in there and then leave it in their desk by accident and have a kid confiscate it and suddenly come home and they've got a D-pic for a damn profile photo. Listen, no, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. Reward stickers, teacher t-shirts. I've seen a lot of those, which, by the way, right, the Wright sisters, Right Stuff Chicks, are really good. You should go check them out. They have good people. They've helped me out, do some shows with them. I'm supposed to do a cruise with them in 2021, and I was like, why aren't we doing 2020? Why did we go from 2019 to 2021? Apparently, the Right Stuff Chicks knew exactly what was going to happen, and they just pushed it back. Otherwise, we would have been, who knows, stranded somewhere. Wallet, lanyards, personalized stationery, coffee mug sets. I'm reading through these and I'm seeing some good stuff. Amazon gift card, that's a win. Then they got a hand cream holder. Ooh, that's fun. I need a hand cream holder. Jewelry. This one is neat. This is a shiatsu back and neck massager. That's fun. There's some promising ideas on here, but listen, these are all things you buy, you physically give. We're in a different time, a different era. We got digital things that these students need to be providing to us for our teacher appreciation gifts. And frankly, I think we need to make them more aware of what their digital opportunities are to appreciate us. First off, listen, kids, you need to be aware. Uber Eats delivers alcohol now. Yeah, that's right. I don't even know how they check for age. Probably don't. So get your little 13-year-old self on Uber Eats. Find out your teacher's address. Chances are you already know it because you threw eggs at it or TP'd it or I don't know. Anyways, find out where they live and then send them. Send them some alcohol. Don't really do that if you're thinking about doing that. And then just know that this is satire and I don't need to be sued. But there's other things you can do, kids, to help out. As a teacher, I got kids myself. And I want to get out of the house sometimes. I need to go to the store. I don't want to take my kids. That's putting them at risk. I should be the one there just, to make all. So offer to Skype sit for your teacher sometimes. And Skype sitting's easy. It's just where you Skype in. I just put it in the corner of the room and then I just say, hey, just watch these kids, and if they look like they stop breathing, just give me a call and then I'll come home. It's Skype sitting. It's a new thing. It's better than babysitting. A lot less. I know that, a Skype sitter is not going to hurt my children. So they're on Skype. They just watch them. That's it. And they're already on, the computer and stuff. They just got a little window up there with my kids, and if one of them, I don't know, chokes out the other one, then give me a call. And it's Skype sitting. Also, I'd like to make you aware, look, maybe ask your parents to get this one, but Pornhub Premium is only free for 30 days right now. They do sell virtual gift cards. Pornhub does, I've noticed. And let's be honest, teachers get lonely too. And if you have not seen the Pornhub Christmas gift commercial, it is priceless. It's everybody exchanging gifts and good old grandpa sitting in the corner, and the son gets up and he's a young boy, a grandkid. He walks up and he hands him an envelope, and inside is a Pornhub gift card, and on the screen it comes up, it says, this Christmas, give the most touching gift. So yeah, those are good gifts. Just, have your parents give that one to them. Here's another one. Walmart delivers heartburn meds. I don't know if you're aware of this. And I'll tell you right now, the number one thing I get watching these damn kids on Zoom is indigestion. So send me some Tums, send me some Prilosec. I don't know. I'm sitting here, I'm eating, 6 damn hot dogs and 6 K-cups watching you guys do your stuff. My food's all gone and my heartburn is here. Walgreens does deliver, I've noticed. Children, look. Also, here's the thing. Listen to me. If you don't have any money to buy somebody something, you don't have money for your teacher, here's a good bit of advice. Send them your streaming passwords. I know you know them. Your parents gave you the streaming password, the login to the Netflix, the Disney Pluses, the Hulus, and send them over. I'll log in as guest. I'm not going to mess with your suggestions or anything, but, mom and dad won't know. They got you get 5 devices on this stuff. Just send a login over, you know what I mean? And that's free. That's easy. That's an easy fix. Also, here's a good idea. Just teach for me. Just if you know the lesson that was coming up, just you figure it out, and I'll just mute everybody but you, and then you can talk, and I'll go watch Ozark or something. I don't know. Here's another way you can help out your teacher for teacher appreciation. Just subscribe to their Patreon, patreon.com/cryinginmycar. I don't know. They got some sort of way they're making money online. These teachers, they're not just losing out on their second and third job. You should help them out by maybe they got an OnlyFans. I don't know, the secret Snapchat. There's some teachers out there. They're I see you on Instagram with your really super nice house, and I don't know a teacher paycheck that gets that, but there's something going on the side. So find it, kids. Find it. The internet is a wonderful thing. Dig into their past and subscribe. Also, here's another thing that you should probably do for teacher appreciation. It's my number one suggestion. Don't give them coronavirus. How about that? Just stay inside. That's the number one way to appreciate teachers and all this. Just keep your ass inside. That's all you got to do. And we'll appreciate you even more because guess what? The longer you stay inside, the quicker we can get back into the classroom so we're not driving ourselves crazy over here. Guys, thank you so much for listening and watching and sharing this episode of Crying in My Car podcast for teachers. It's a little different, but I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a special treat. So share this online, rate us 5 stars, and let everybody know that it's your favorite teacher podcast in the entire world, and it's the only one that's still putting out content during the virus because we're awesome, and we're going to keep providing hopefully the laughs and the humor and the stress relief for all the teachers out there that are really, fighting to not only keep their own family afloat, but also make sure all of their students are properly taken care of and are excelling in times like these. So thank you to all the teachers out there for all that you do. You are absolutely amazing, and we couldn't do it without you. So guys, till next week, this has been Crying in My Car, a podcast for teachers.